than you do, be very careful about how you represent them, and maybe don't do it at all. What we're doing here has its background in stage improvisation that we usually take from the American context. That comes from a guy named Del Close, who worked with various folks in the Midwest and especially in Chicago, and Viola Spolin and others. And I've been taking some improv classes lately. And one of the things they stress in the school where I study is, sometimes it's better to stay a little bit closer to yourself. But that said, I think it's fine to punch up, for example. So if that's on your mind, I think that's quite all right. We definitely have many students who take like political figures and turn them into the occasion for their Netprov. Although sometimes they take inanimate objects, which is fine as well. But again, just be careful. It's important to say that to students because students are used to playing, and there's a certain kind of comedy perhaps that happens when you've been drinking that's just sort of fun, where you're just making fun of everybody, and that makes you hilarious, especially if you're a male. And so again, it's important to, I think perhaps all of us have this ethic of care in the back of our minds, or Gayatri Spivak in the back of our mind. We have this notion of representation is this very challenging activity that you need to approach with care and sensitivity. That's at the basis of what we believe, right, is involved in writing. Maybe not all of us. I see Talon is here. But it is. You were heartless to those Lego characters, and when we did I Work for the Web. LinkedIn, it was just a cruel satire of those little plastic toys.
LinkedIn was so good.
I know, that was a brilliant character. No, Talon's an example of the heart of this, of course. That you would go in with a critical mindset. But again, students don't always take that, they're used to playing and joking around with their friends. They're not used to critically performing an artistic work that challenges norms, right? Or something like that. And again, we're not teaching them how to be didactic, lefty artists, but we do want them to think about first we need sensitivity and safety, and then once we have that, then we can have some fun, right? So, and again, just a little bit of occasional direction can go a long way with that, and especially sort of front loading the whole experience with that. A little talk like that comes in handy. All right, so we're going to do our first activity. Rob, is there anything else I left out that you think is crucial?
Start it again.
No, that's fine. I would just add that Del Close always recommended don't try to be funny, just try to be real.
And not to forget our favorite line from Del Close, play and go deep. So you might find that this session is enjoyable, and if that's the case, we feel like we've achieved perhaps more than we could have hoped for. Joanna, what are you going to say?
If you don't want to choose, will you assign identities?
Yeah, we can assign. And actually, in the past, sometimes we've had little